Today we celebrate this feast day of St. Andrew the Apostle, and it's really kind of the last day of November. We hear in the first reading from the letter of St. Paul to the Romans, where we hear that how can one be justified or saved unless they hear, and how can they hear unless someone calls them? And so blessed are the feet of those who proclaim the good news of Jesus Christ, the gospel. It's what Andrew did. When he finds Jesus, he runs to his brother Andrew. He says, "We've found Lord." Of course, then Andrew and he both come to believe. In the gospel today, Jesus is walking along the shore. It's a little different take on how they were called. Jesus sees them because they're fishermen. He says, "Follow me and I'll make you fishers of men," fishers of people rather than just fish. And so Andrew will accept the call that Jesus gives to him, and it will bring him to, as we're wearing the red vestments, martyrdom. He is the patron saint of Greece, Scotland, and Russia. He died probably in Greece, is what they figure. But the story goes that he was crucified, but not like Jesus our Lord. Rather, it was an X. And they roped him to this cross, this X, where he supposedly preached for 2 days while being on that cross. The people demanded that he be taken down because they believed him. But the proconsul, the Roman authority, went to go take him down, and according to tradition or legend, Andrew said, "Don't take me down. This is how I'm called by the Lord to die, as he did upon this cross." And so he blesses the cross and thanks God for allowing him to suffer the same death. That's an amazing faith, folks. We come here today to also worship and to give thanks for the many gifts that God has given to us as well. We ourselves won't necessarily have to suffer the death of a martyr in the sense of shedding our blood, at least we don't think. But we do suffer in a sense, and thank God for being able to follow in the footsteps of men like Andrew, the apostles, his brother, James and John, and the other apostles. To die to self that Christ may live in us. That's what Andrew did. He died to self. Lord, allow me to suffer this death that I can honor you. And so we don't become egocentric, but Christ-centric, To have Jesus in our lives. He's the center of our lives. And as we've begun this new year in the church, we ask God to help us to do just that, To die to our old self that Christ may live in us, that we may be a new self. And he gives us that opportunity. As we begin this season of Advent, let us take advantage of all the gifts that God's given to us. Of course, the example of people like saints like Andrew and Peter and James and John and all the apostles, martyrs, and saints who have gone before us. But also in the sacramental life of the church, we come here to hear God's living word, but to share in the Eucharist as well, that sustains us, that we can lift high the cross of Jesus Christ even as we begin this new year. And hold out hope, Hope. Faith, hope, and love. It's that hope that we have, that what the world is today will not be the way the world is tomorrow. It can be a better place. That you and I are those living stones built one upon another, like Andrew, Peter, James, John, and all those men and women who have gone before us. That we die to self, that Christ may live in us, and that we may show the world the love of God in our thoughts, words, and actions.